live. Face Your Fears, episode
34?
34?
I think so.
Yeah, 33 was China's Sun. 34!
34.
We're live and ready to go. What's going on?
Nothing much, just chilling away.
I set up a Twitch the other day. That's what I want to talk about.
How's that been going for you?
I have 3 followers.
Okay, nice.
So any of you, if you're on Twitch at any point in time throughout the day or ever, I stream Apex, so it's pretty fucking dope. It's just Sam_Fears, no caps or anything. Go follow me on Twitch. I have 2 random clips, and I don't know how I did it, so they're just of like me standing there looking at the sky in the game. But
you're just pushing fucking
yeah, I didn't realize it'd be so easy to stream on Twitch, so I just had to download it and then click start streaming.
So yeah, that made it
That was
crazy.
literally it. And
Check the link here now.
but yeah. But you gonna play with me? It's kind of I wanted to put you on the spot here. you gonna start streaming with me, though?
I doubt it. I really don't want to play.
You don't want to play Apex? Or you just don't want to stream?
I don't really want to play video games at all, to be honest with you.
What if we streamed chess?
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be something I'm interested in.
Yeah. See, I started thinking about that. I was like, I'm gonna ask Dylan to stream Apex with me. He's gonna be like, fuck no. I'm like, man, come on. But I was like,
Chess, though.
Chess. We streamed some chess because Dylan likes chess. Dylan's pretty good at chess.
I don't know about pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Thought you were trying to become a grandmaster.
It's not ever gonna happen.
How hard is it to become a grandmaster? Is it impossible? Wait, then
It's impossible for me and you to become grandmasters yet.
at this point in our life,
Yeah,
or just
The
because we're
people-
not very good at chess?
both.
Oh.
Because the people who are grandmasters now were better than what we are when they were like 9.
Really?
Yeah, all of them.
So are they grandma? How long does it take to become a grandmaster then? Like, what is the criteria? Is there a checklist?
Yeah, there's
your application?
there's an organization that there's so many tournaments that are on the list, and so like the U.S. Open. If you win 6.5 games in the U.S. Open, that's one of your things to get a grandmaster title, or it's something like that. That's how it goes. It has to be like sanctioned tournaments that you
Win so many tournaments
Yeah, something like that.
over like the course of years,
Sure,
or
like-
can you do it like in 1 year? Can
Depends
you do
on
it
who you
like
are.
that?
I mean, you could probably do it in 1 year, but you can't possibly become that good in 1 year. So
No.
can't happen.
So you got to start when you're young.
Yeah, you have to be really young when you start.
Dedicate your life to it.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You dedicate your life to becoming a grandmaster. Then do they give you like you get like a certificate or like championship belt or what do you get?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, they probably give you something that says here, now you're a grandmaster.
Is there any monetary reward or anything like that? Like
Not
you get paid?
just for being a grandmaster. The only way they get paid is through winning tournaments, or some of them have sponsorships, like the really good ones.
Chess players getting sponsored?
Oh yeah.
A Nike sponsorship?
Magnus Carlsen, the world champion right now.
Yeah,
He has
that's true.
sponsorships.
Dude, I watched a video of him one time. He just seems like a regular fucking dude.
He's a Norwegian guy. He's super
Yeah,
chill.
I
When he talks, he's just kind of like Blaine. Shut up, Blaine.
Yeah, I could see him at Dave and Buster's just like playing with the race car games. I don't know why. That's the first thing here in my head. Or he's like shooting hoops or playing skee ball. That's what I see him doing. Just a random dude just chugging beer. But
When he starts talking about chess, he's
best chess master in the fucking world.
And his memory is insane. Like you can be like, hey, do you remember this game in your world championship against whatever
Watch the
from
video
10 years
about that
ago?
shit.
And he'll be like, oh yeah, it was this type of game, and then it went into this variation, and it's insane.
The video I watched was the dude was putting up games from just random events, like random games from like years past in tournaments, like 1980, 1960. He'd put a setup and he'd set the board up. Dude would look at it for a second and he'd be like, 1984 between this guy and this guy, and they'd be like, how the fuck do you know that? And then he got one, they put the one from Harry Potter up there.
Oh
They
yeah.
put the chess game from Harry Potter, the setup, because apparently they did a legit setup in
It's
the
based on a
movie.
real game.
And he's like, this Harry Potter? And he like explained the setup and everything, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
The Harry Potter one is cool because they called in actual grandmasters. They called in Gary Kasparov was one of them, and he's a former world champion. And they took a game that already existed for like the first 25, 30 moves, and then they made their own variation of it, how it could have ended to make it cooler. So it wasn't exactly the same game, but it was based on an actual game.
What movie was that in?
It's in one of the first ones, either first or second, I can't remember.
Is it like, aren't they on like a life-size chessboard?
Yeah, they're on.
Is that what that is?
They're on.
Yeah.
Harry and Hermione are two of the pieces on the board.
Yeah, they're jumping to the different.
And they pull out that, like the pieces actually pull out swords and kill the other pieces.
I remember that shit was cool, dude.
Ron sacrifices himself. It's a wild game.
Ron Weasley. Ron Weasley. My baby. Ron.
You played a hell of a game though.
See, what I'm thinking is though, like you dedicate your life to being a grandmaster, but you don't get paid or anything. So like, you have to have another job, right?
Well, recently, actually, there's been a huge boom in chess streaming. So a lot of people that play chess, like grandmasters and international masters, are streaming and they make money from that.
Just kind of throw an ad up on the screen while you're streaming it.
Well, I mean, they make money from all kinds of shit, donations, subs, all kinds of stuff.
That's pretty cool. That's the good thing about Twitch. You can go on there and stream anything, and if it's educational, it can be helpful.
Some of it is just people talking, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You could like podcast through Twitch.
Just do a live thing.
Yeah.
We should do that one time. I bet I can connect it to Twitch.
That would be pretty cool. Stream it through Twitch.
We try.
It shouldn't be that hard.
Probably.
I have 3 followers on Twitch though, so it wouldn't. wouldn't be busting. Because I have 8 subscribers on YouTube, so I'm really famous.
Yeah.
But on Twitch, I have 8 views on one of my clips, but no, I'm not there yet.
One of your clips, you just looking up at the sky.
I was like, "There's a bird. There's a bird." I was playing Apex earlier today. I had a game I should have fucking streamed. I was just piecing people up. I had 6 kills in like the first few minutes. Died pretty quick after that though. I started off pretty good.
You gotta get wins.
It'd be so cool to stream as a job, dude.
Yeah, but also it's a lot of those streamers stream for like 8 to 12 hours a day.
Yeah, I know that'd be the downside of
hours.
it. But I mean, I don't know. I could probably play Apex for 8 hours a day.
How?
That's all I had to do.
I could have played. I did play video games like that when I was younger.
Yeah, dude, remember that shit?
Nowadays, there's no way I could.
No, just for a job.
No, I mean, if I got paid, if you were like, here, if you do this, we'll give you a fuck ton of money, then yeah, do it.
No, that's not how it works.
No.
That's not how it works. You gotta start from the fucking bottom no matter what.
We used to play video games like that. Remember Call of Duty?
Black Ops 1, dude. It was like 8th, 9th grade or some shit like that.
It was earlier than that.
Was it
Black
really?
Ops 1 was? Yeah.
I don't even remember.
We were like 11 or 12 when Black Ops 1 came out.
Oh shit, dude. We almost signed up for a tournament and went MLG with it.
We were pretty good.
I don't know if we were that good then, but if we would have kept playing at this point, we would have to be somewhat good, right?
You'd think.
You would think.
That was over 10 years ago.
We won games all the time.
We didn't lose very much.
Video games are fucking fun, dude. And to get paid to play them, can you imagine how much fun that would be?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Imagine being 13, getting paid to play video games.
There were kids
Imagine
like
if
that.
we were back then when we were playing.
Twitch and stuff like that wasn't that big back then. Though. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just playing for fun.
I don't know if they had Twitch. When did Twitch come out? Or was it
I don't know. It's a good
conceived?
question.
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
it didn't get big until recently.
No, definitely not.
It was probably like Fortnite and Twitch both kind of went like
Yeah, that's
up
true.
together.
It was Ninja. I remember he signed exclusively with Twitch, and then it kind of blew up.
He made so much money, dude. So much.
He literally like blew Fortnite up single-handedly, and now it's like the most popular game in the
Playing
world
with
behind
Drake.
like Minecraft.
There was like, I'm pretty sure like 500,000 people watched him live play with Drake.
Play with Drake. There was Marshmello did a live concert. You had to get on Fortnite
yeah.
to watch it. I fucking watched it. It was dope.
That's insane.
It was awesome. That game makes in so much money, dude. People just buying like
Are people
packs
still
and
playing
skins.
it now?
Oh my god, even more than was before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They just keep adding shit to it, and it's like I feel like the age base when it first came out, like we played it fucking hardcore. I feel like it was our age base at the time, like 18 to 22 or something. And then as the game got bigger, it like expanded downward in the age range more so than it went up. And now it's like 10 to fucking 18-year-olds that play it all the
See,
time.
that's weird because my little brother, who was like 10 at the time, was the one that showed me the game.
No shit.
Yeah. I'd never played it before, and he was like, hey, I want to play Fortnite. I was like, all right, go for it.
I'm trying to remember how. I think somebody came over and was like, "You ever played Fortnite?" I'm like, "No." You gotta download it. I was like, "All right, I'll do it."
It's free to download, you might as well.
Free to download. Let me try it out. And at first, I didn't really like it, but after I started playing for a while, I couldn't fucking stop.
It was fun.
It's fun,
there
dude.
for a while, it was really fun.
I never spent any money though. I can say that
Oh, I did.
safely.
I didn't spend an outrageous amount of money, but it is fun.
Dude, there's people that probably spend thousands of dollars a month
Oh,
on
yeah,
it.
for sure.
Couldn't care.
Or we just glue them together, I guess.
I guess so. And we're back. if you're listening on Spotify, the camera just shut off. And if you're watching on the camera just shut off. So we're back here. Hope it doesn't fucking shut off again.
We'll just have to see. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know what we can do right now.
Yeah, we need to be streaming on Twitch, dude. If we were streaming on Twitch, we wouldn't do that. But speaking about dope ass jobs, all right? What I've been telling you about this dude that was on the Rogan podcast. Can't remember his name. Rick Dublin. Is that right? That sounds right.
Something Dublin.
Anyway, he works for MAPS, which is a multidisciplinary association for psychedelic studies.
Oh yeah.
Well, he doesn't work for him actually. He created the company back in, I think he said 1986, something like that. But and he's been working for years trying to just do research on psychedelics and bring like the research to light, because for the longest time, you know, the stigma behind anything related to drugs is bad.
Well, and all psychedelics were Schedule I drugs, so we couldn't even study them for a long time.
Yep. Well, what happened was in '86, he said that they started studying MDMA. The next year, they made it Schedule I. His drug of choice to study is MDMA, and he's studied he focuses on MDMA with PTSD and has had extreme breakthroughs with it, mainly with like military people, like people that have had trauma in military, and they've been doing it globally. He said just recently Israel accepted like one of their facilities in, and so now they're going to start treating Israeli fighters that have PTSD or gone through trauma and stuff. Be treating them in there. And so, could you imagine working there?
No, a trauma place, like giving people MDMA.
Giving people MDMA or doing research on it. I feel like the research would be as cool as unless you're like one of the subjects. But that's what they do research. They do it's MDMA is one of the big ones that they do, but they do like with LSD. They do marijuana research. They do ayahuasca research, peyote.
Mushroom.
They do ketamine, psilocybin. Yeah, psilocybin for sure. They do all sorts of shit, and he's just been talking about it, and it really like brought to light. Like it was in 1986 when he noticed all this and wanted to bring it to the public, and it's like just now finally starting to like they're just now getting grants for like MDMA studies and stuff, because like the one I showed you that they're doing at Emory right now. You can, if anybody's interested, you have to have done MDMA I think a few times before.
But you can't. How do you prove that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You walk in.
Just say you've done it.
And you get paid $300. You got to go to Georgia, but it's at Emory like Brain Institute or whatever, and you get paid $300 to go in and take MDMA 3 different times.
So what is MDMA? Is that like Molly and ecstasy, that kind of stuff?
MDMA, yeah, it's those are just other words for it, ecstasy. Okay. But the MDMA is like an abbreviation for the scientific term for the compound. I don't know what the fuck it is, but he.
I don't think I'd be interested in that, but the LSD one and marijuana and ayahuasca, that would be fun.
He said that the most breakthrough they had is with the MDMA with PTSD, and I'm not sure why, but no, I didn't know why. He said why. It what the MDMA does is it allows you to. So from the PTSD, you suppress all these negative emotions, and when they come up, you aren't able to handle them. They're too overwhelming, and you just have an episode. You have a PTSD episode, I guess. So what the MDMA does is when you take it therapeutically in these controlled settings with a licensed professional that knows how to distribute and to administer the drug properly, then during this experience, the emotions and the feelings come up from the trauma or whatever it is that you've experienced, and you're able to deal with them better. The MDMA softens, I guess, whenever they come up, softens the blow from when they come up, and the person administering the MDMA is also like a therapist and like talks you through it and everything. And so it's basically just therapy,
but with drugs.
And so when the emotions bubble to the surface, it's less intense. And it's hard to kind of explain how it's less intense unless you've done MDMA. Maybe that's why they want you to have done it before, so that whenever you go into the experience, you're not like and freak out. Like,
why is that a stipulation though? They're saying they want you to do it illegally first and then come do it with the professionals.
well,
That
actually,
makes sense.
there's a couple hundred different psilocybin centers that you can go to. That's not MDMA, but they have psilocybin treatment centers, which are mushrooms. You can go there and you can get treated for like PTSD and stuff. And so that might be like, if you were to say you had done that, that might work too. But
when you say they're giving them mushrooms, are they giving them like full doses and making them trip, or are they giving them like micro doses or what?
well, I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. Like a therapeutic thing was. I don't think it's like tripping balls doses, but I don't think it's micro doses either.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a trippy balls shroom trip was like an 3.5 grams, and then I think it'd probably be more like 2.
What people always say, take an 8.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be overwhelming. Like you're not supposed to, I don't think, see shit.
You're not gonna see dragons. What's the point?
No, hey, it's therapy. We're not. This isn't recreation. We're not having fun right now. But I think it's just a cool fucking concept because just hearing somebody talk positive about it, the negative stigma behind just anything that drug related, just that we have heard since I've been alive on this earth.
Yeah, since we were little kids, all we've heard.
And it comes from people that have either not had an experience or have had a bad experience, or have heard about a bad experience that somebody had.
Everybody, like my close family, would always tell me not to do drugs, but they had never tried any. So like,
Yeah.
it was just, I don't know, I feel like it came from ignorance.
I agree. It's just the negative stigma behind it all. It discourages people from wanting to try it, and it puts false narratives in people's heads about it, and people spread the false narratives. There's so much research that you can get on Google. Go to Google Scholar, because that's where you find the actual research. Just go to Google, type in Google Scholar, and then click on Google Scholar, because that's where you find actual peer-reviewed scientific articles. If you just type in like psilocybin, you don't even have to get that specific. You just type in mushrooms fucking research. Tons of articles will pop up about people treating depression, anxiety. You can almost either get it all the way like handled, or you can get rid of it completely. Depression, anxiety using MDMA and psilocybin, and they've done it with LSD. And you can stop. LSD has been shown to stop like intense cravings or addictions, like smoking cigarettes or alcoholics. Like people have taken acid and just completely stopped smoking cigarettes before.
That blows my mind.
No. And people say, "What? No, there's no way. How? What? That?" Because all they've heard is, "I took fucking acid and like
Jumped off a building.
Jumped off a building. This dude thought he could fly, and he stabbed himself in the face with a knife as he was falling 6 floors down the fucking building." And there's a lot more good than there is bad, but the bad is just so blown up more than the good.
Well, it's just because that's what everybody expects to hear from it.
Yeah.
And there's such a stigma behind drugs. Most people don't go around being like, "Hey, I had a great experience with this."
That's true.
So they only hear about the bad experiences where some dude takes too much or whatever and freaks out because he doesn't know what to expect, and then falls out of the balcony or something. But that's just not how most of it is. It's just not.
And it's upsetting. And I don't even want to get started on marijuana.
What did you think about marijuana and other drugs when you were growing up?
The DARE program told me that it was fucking terrible, and I thought it was terrible for the longest time.
I thought it was terrible until the 9th grade. Do you remember when this changed your mind?
I do.
What did it?
One of my buddies started smoking a little bit, and then I was like, "Dude, you're going down the wrong path right now, bro. Like, you gotta quit." And he was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. Listen." He was like, "Don't be a bitch, dude." I was like, "You're right."
Peer pressure is fine.
No, but like I saw him do it, and I was like, "Well, this dude's not like trying to kill anybody. He's not jumping off buildings. He's not stabbing himself in the chest. Let's try it out." And I was like, "This is not bad. It's like, this could be cool." And by God, it's fucking cool.
My mind changed in the 9th grade because of health class. We did a project about drugs, and they were like, pick a drug, do research about it, and type up a paper about it.
Were you supposed to be like, "This is why you don't do this drug"?
Exactly. I picked marijuana. And so I started doing research on it, and everything that I find is good. And I'm like, mind blown.
Imagine that. You do research and actually find shit out.
I was so freaked out by it. I was like, wait a second. Everybody's saying this drug isn't that bad. Like, they're helping it, like, cure seizures in kids and helping people that, like, can't eat. and like all these different health benefits to it. And I'm just like, this is so crazy because like you said in the DARE thing, they made it seem like it was terrible.
You're gonna fucking die if you look at it.
Smoke marijuana, then you do heroin, then you die.
It's bad, dude. You know why they made it illegal a long time ago?
It was something about the like actual plant, right?
No, it was immigration.
Really?
Yep. Let me see. Let me make sure I say this right. I got it right here. So immigration. The government officials, they saw there was people were starting to immigrate. It was like in the 20s and the 30s and shit, and it was from like Mexico, I think. And the majority of them majority Mexicans that were coming in were like smoking weed all the time. It wasn't illegal then. You could smoke weed, and so they wanted to like have a reason to be able to arrest them and to stop the immigration. So they started. It was the media is really what did this. They spread the reefer madness.
That wasn't that early, was it?
Yeah, it was around then. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so what the reefer madness? They said it was.
Shut the fuck up.
Somebody got killed, but it gave you like a lust for blood, and it like made you just want to kill, and it made you have manic episodes and shit. And they said that all with black people too. It was like a few years later, but the let me get my notes here. So yeah, they basically just spread the rumors that it was bad for you. The media did, and people would see it in the media and consume it, obviously, and listen to what it said without looking it up or doing their own research, which there wasn't a lot then anyway.
Right.
And then 1937, what happened before that? Actually, states started banning it individually, and then in 1937, Marijuana Tax Act came in, banned it federally, and ever since then, ever since like 2016, I think is when Colorado first did it.
I think it's been medically legal in California though for a while.
Oh, has it really?
For longer than that.
I'm sure it has.
But that's still insane. That's such a long.
1937 is when it first became illegal because
there should be nothing that's
it was
bad to study.
Yeah, for sure.
Why would you not?
It was nothing based on nothing to do with the marijuana, nothing to do with what it does.
It's all just racist people.
It was just racially fucking motivated, of course.
And then because of it, we get fucked over.
Yeah, we get fucked over. People just ignore the research. People ignore the fact that they see somebody on weed that's like
chilling.
So and they're like, ah! Take off running, call the cops.
But they see a drunk dude stumbling down the street trying to fight people.
Yeah,
like, oh, that's just Kevin.
Slamming his head against the wall. You had a good night. That's bullshit, dude.
It doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
A negative stigma. We gotta change it.
I just don't see how alcohol would have skated by.
Alcohol is so much worse for you.
It's just so socially accepted to drink alcohol and get super drunk.
Well, they had a prohibition on alcohol too.
But that only lasted for like a decade.
I know. Well, this is what this Rick dude says. He says he predicts in 2025 it'll be federally legal.
Marijuana will be?
Well, it'll be Well, it just won't be. You won't get federally punished for it. It'll be up to the states.
It'll just be decriminalized.
Be up to the states. Yep. He said it'll be like the prohibition when they signed out the prohibition. So that's what it'll be like.
That's crazy.
Because Joe Rogan was like, well, alcohol had the same stigma and shit. And
you able to walk around, tape it to your forehead?
Yeah, dude, come on. But I mean, it's over the past few years, it's gotten so much better. Like for like 70 years, they were just like, no. And over the past like 10 years, it's been like, all right.
And finally, they were like, oh, okay, this could be used medically for things.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
and then they're like, oh, okay, this just isn't that bad in general. So like, why are we not letting people use it?
They're like, damn, the public's not listening to us anymore. They're actually getting self-informed, so we might as well quit fucking lying to them, because then they're going to see that we're lying to them about everything else. And, dude, I can't.
And this is a big thing, and everything crumbles.
Government's good, but dude, too much of it is not. Especially whenever it's not that, it's that people are too much sheep. There's too many sheep. People are bad all over the place.
Talked about this before?
Talked about sheep. Don't be a fucking sheep, please.
I think that the government has too much power just in general.
Yeah.
Just leave more things up to smaller local places.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere in the U.S. is so big. The different parts of it are so different. If you were to put the United States over Europe, each state would be a different little country. Yeah. That's how it is. Like, our country is just so fucking big. There's no reason for one set of laws to you follow us. There's so many different.
Yeah, there's so many different ways that could be applied, and so many different things that could be. He said 2025, and so
Cross your fingers.
That's where I'm at. But I'm just glad that like people were finally, he's on Joe Rogan and finally getting the message out that it's not like a fucking bad thing to study this stuff or to even indulge. He said that whenever they don't drug test, obviously, so to work at this place, he said that they also don't encourage it, but they don't discourage it either. Coming to work high.
Oh wow, coming to work high.
He said if you're able to, perform at your best while you're inebriated, like if you can, he said some people can get high and can fucking knock out some spreadsheets because you get more like focused, you get a little more zoned in.
Oh my god! Well, now we're back.
And we're back. Video cut off again. We're gonna figure something out. But he said, people, you can come to work high. He said as long as you're productive and it doesn't hinder work. Joe Rogan was like, somebody come in drunk, and he was like, if they think it helps them be more productive.
There's no way being drunk.
Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't advise that.
Maybe you have like severe anxiety, like having like age drink might help you.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably don't like encourage anything over like a 2.0 blood alcohol level.
2.0.
But
it's only like 2.5 times a week.
I thought that was pretty cool, but I mean that's also reasonable. You know, you'd be like, hey, you want to come work here, get drug tested, and then study MDMA?
It'd be fun.
Oh yeah,
it'd be interesting to see people tripping and.
It'd be cool to see the results from them too, because he said, I mean, there are some people who have a bad trip and you get not bad results, but he said a lot of it is just people not opening up to the drug, people resisting it.
Yeah, see, I think that's what all bad trips are.
Yeah.
People are just
trying to resist it.
You have to understand when you take something like that, you're along for the ride. You might as well just relax.
Yep.
You're in it until it's over. So you might as well just.
That's where the therapeutic effects come in, is when you just accept it and you just let everything that you feel just come out. People will try and fight it, and they'll have bad trips.
Never had a bad trip.
I had not necessarily a bad one, but I think I was fighting it. We were, me and Dan were at Voodoo in New Orleans.
Music festival.
Obviously.
That's what you do.
And it's fucking dope. And we had consumed, right? And so we were
for scientific purposes. For this maps guy.
I'm part of the research. We weren't really too far in the night. It was probably 10:30 or 11, and they go until about 2. Yeah. And so
you took it?
No.
Oh, okay.
When I started to kind of be like, So we were walking. We were going to chill and sit down for a minute because we had just been headbanging like a motherfucker on the rail at one of these dubstep dudes. So we were going to chill under some trees, and there was a ton of people just sitting everywhere outside, and it was dark and shit. And there's just like they have like lights set up all over the trees and in the bushes, and there's no super bright light anywhere, but there's just like little lights everywhere, and there's people everywhere that have the lights on their fingers and they're hula hooping and shit. There's just so much going on, and I'm looking around, and we're getting to where everybody's chilling, and I'm like, why the fuck are all these people staring at me? And I'm walking through these people, and we're like walking over people.
And you were walking
going through. I was like, why are all these people staring at me?
Probably what you look like.
Well, I don't know what I look like exactly, but I was like looking around, and like legit everybody was sitting on the ground doing this, looking at me, is what it felt like. But we got over and we sat down on the ground, and Dan was like, you good, man? And I started looking around, and I was like, oh, okay. Nobody was staring at me, nobody at all. And I'm like, oh, I think we're pretty good. We're good now. And then Dan started saying something. He was like, you ready to go to the next concert? I was like, damn, it's already time. It had been like 45 minutes. And I was just sitting there like trying to figure out if people were staring at me or not. And so we get up to go, and I'm like, yeah, let's fucking get it, dog. Let's rage. And we take off walking, and everybody's staring at me again. And it starts to overwhelm me, and I'm like, I'm about to go get up here on the front rail, and I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to look at everybody behind me, and they're all going to be looking like this at me.
You're gonna see
Down there
every
in the front.
thousand faces.
And I'm gonna look back around at the DJ and he's gonna be like,
staring at you.
and I was like, Dan, we gotta go. And he was like, what? I was like, we gotta fucking go, dude. I'm sorry. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to do it. We gotta go. And he's like, all right, we'll fucking go. And we fucking left. And who did we miss, dude? We missed fucking somebody. I can't even remember who we missed. So it wasn't that big.
Yeah,
But
couldn't have been that big deal.
it was, well, we missed Lana Del Rey. That was one of them. And then, I don't even remember who else. I was fucking
Freaking out.
I needed to be chill. But we got back and dude, I don't remember if it was that night or not, but it was one of the nights whenever we were at one of the festivals and we got back, I watched John Wick for the first time. As I was still tripping. Dude, John Wick is in itself a dope ass movie when you're sober. But holy shit, watching him blast out people's foreheads and stab people in the throat with pencils while you're tripping balls.
I can't imagine that's not
Holy
for me.
fucking shit. It was amazing.
I like chilling watching that 70s show and just seeing all the colors and seeing like fucking Eric's eyes pulsating and shit like that.
Yeah, but we had just been
No.
doing this the whole time. It was Dan had already passed out. So
I
was
like a more
just
chill
still watching
environment. I think when I'm in a hyped up place like that, I don't really want to be super inebriated.
Yeah. You haven't
Really?
before though.
I have been before, but I haven't
And it
been
was
like,
dope.
I haven't taken a shit ton.
But it
In
was
the middle
dope.
of a group.
I know, but it's all about set and setting.
That's why I like to be in my apartment with my friends.
Well, I know, but if you're already at this place with all these people, your set and setting's already set. So you consume at that point, you're good.
Dude, I remember we were at the hangout one time. I was walking and I was by myself, I think, or one of the person. I remember trying to find you or somebody else. I was trying to find someone, and I walked past this guy, and this guy was like, "How do these people do this all day?" And this girl that was with them was like, "Honey, these people are all on drugs." I just looked at him and I was just smiling. I was just like,
This lady knows what's going on.
she knows what's up.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking great.
We gotta do it again sometime.
For sure will, for research purposes, obviously. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying the music festival.
Oh yeah, music festival.
We
30
don't,
some minutes.
we don't do any drugs.
I never had never.
Deny.
But they're having festivals again. I got on and looked at some of the. I have an app that kind of tells you all the festivals that they have around the world, pretty much. It's kind of crazy, but there are some that are occurring. Voodoo was scheduled for this year in October. They usually have a Halloween weekend. They canceled it last week.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't have tickets or anything, but that would have sucked dick if they did, because I got canceled on Buku last year.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna see Louis the Child, bro. Louis the Child. Would have been dope. Would have been fucking sick.
That sucks.
They said no though. Also, another thing that got canceled, which is probably a good thing it got canceled. Me and Dan had some Chris D'Elia tickets. That unfortunately got canceled, but
He's back now.
He's
right?
back, yeah.
Is he doing shit now?
like nothing ever happened. Which
See, how does that work?
seems kind of weird, but
How do you get canceled and then you just keep doing your own thing?
he did it. Take notes.
Yeah, that might happen to us. No, with underage girls.
Not with underage girls.
We'll probably say some dumb shit though. That'd
Say some stupid shit, piss somebody off, and they go fucking get on Twitter and get me canceled.
be funny.
We want Dylan off the show. I agree with you. I'm retweeting that one.
You got replacement.
You know what? The one that, not the one that I haven't tried, the one that I want to try at some point that I have yet to try. Dimethyltryptamine.
Yes.
I have yet to have my dimethyltryptamine trip.
How do you want to? Isn't there a little bit of difference in smoking DMT and drinking ayahuasca? Isn't
There
a
it
difference?
is. Yes.
Do you know what it is?
Honestly, I think smoking it is
It's obviously processed
considered
different.
more recreational, and when you take ayahuasca, you literally, like, it's a drink. You drink it, you puke and you shit the whole time. So like if you're gonna drink, yeah.
No thanks.
Your stomach hurts. When you double it over the whole time, you're throwing up and you get
No.
diarrhea from what they put in it and mix it with. And so if you take ayahuasca, you're with a shaman and shit, and you're literally like the only reason is for spiritual purposes, but Just smoke DMT
So
still for spiritual purposes.
So DMT.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck ayahuasca.
For sure. But it depends on how you go into it too. Like if you go into it recreationally, you know, you won't have a recreational trip. But if you go into it spiritually, trying to learn something, you might come out and be like, have an epiphany.
People talk about using that more for a purpose, right?
Yeah. You definitely want to. I heard one guy say one time. He said, "Don't." He said he doesn't recommend doing anything hallucinogenic recreationally. He says if you're gonna do it for a purpose. But you gotta have some fun sometimes.
I mean, you gotta try it at least once.
For sure. And trying it the first time going into it, there's no way you're thinking like, get something out of this.
Yeah, you just don't know what to expect.
We need help. Did you get it? Did you start it?
Yeah.
Okay. So our video cut off again because the GoPro died. And
Sorry.
if you were listening to this and you just came to the video, we've been talking for a minute, so it's probably going to sound weird. And if you're listening exclusively, we just started the video, so that's why I just randomly cut to another segment like that. But we're going to go ahead and try and end the video here. But like I just said in the audio version here of our dope ass cast, if anybody knows anything like to do a video, like you trying to help us out because we clearly keep fucking shit up.
We don't know what's going on.
It's tough. We did it a few times, so.
And we have a lot of technical difficulties even after the video.
After trying to download shit, move shit over here, and put shit on YouTube, it gets tough. I didn't realize how hard it would actually be.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
And I went to make. Let's talk about this real quick. I went to make a fucking website for the clothes earlier. Clothes clothing company coming soon to you. Shirt, hat. Go watch the last episode if you're looking for the shirt. Hat have yet been shown. Get ready.
Yeah, just wait.
I went to go work on the website, and so I got it set up and everything, and I went to where I could go edit it and everything. And there's so many fucking just tabs popped up that I could like edit the website with, and I was just like
overwhelmed.
All over the screen, dude. And I went to click on one, and 5 things popped up over here. I was like, close that bitch. Like, that is for another day.
Yeah.
So the website might take a little longer than anticipated, but I'm gonna fucking get it. Cause why not?
Yeah, we might as well.
I really want to make podcast merch. I think the caricatures doing random shit is gonna be. We're just gonna have to find somebody to design it because I'm not gonna be able to do that. But
yeah, we definitely can't draw that.
you're gonna have to start drawing. Is what you're gonna have to do.
I'll take a fucking art class.
Do it. I think a fucking art class right now. But yeah, dude, it'd be fucking cool if you get some caricatures of us. The first one's probably gonna be one of us just chilling your bullshit on the couch, and then there's gotta be one of us riding a dragon.
Oh yeah.
There's gotta be one of us chilling on the beach.
Just doing random shit. We be fishing.
There's gotta be one of us on a spaceship. Gotta be one of us fishing. Gotta be one of us cruising on bikes.
Playing ping pong. We
Playing ping pong, dude. We play ping pong down here. Fucking go in at it. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah. Get some cool
Get
shit.
with a designer, just make that shit.
We'll be wearing them. People will be walking up to us like, is that a cartoon version of yourself on your shirt riding a motorcycle? Yes, it fucking is.
You want one? It's only $150. No.
Only $149.99. Only 2 easy payments of $149.99.
2 easy payments of $149.99, and you will get this in 5 months. It'll be a little bit better than that, but not much. But
It's about the prices. It's about the price range.
All right, let's cut this fucking thing off. We've had technical difficulties out the ass. The audio, not so much, but the video.
Sorry about the phone, but it's just what we gotta do.
At least we were able to end the video with some sight, or in the video.
Yeah, at
with
least
the video.
it didn't just cut off and just.
This random shit. Like the first one I uploaded, it literally just cut off the last 9 minutes of the video, just turned gray.
You never did upload the last 9 minutes either.
I know. That one's got 102 views. And I was like, I'm not going to upload another one because it's not going to get that many views anyway. And then I uploaded the next one and only got 22 views. What's wrong with you people? People just check it out and then they skirt. So
Like,
those of you that end up watching
video, what the fuck?
Yeah. But those of you that end up watching this one, I assumed you watched the previous one. So thank you. I appreciate it. If you didn't go watch the previous one, go watch the previous one, please.
And like and subscribe.
And like and subscribe.
It's the first time we've said that.
We've been meaning to say that at the end of every fucking video. And
we always forget.
So be sure to like and subscribe if you see this on YouTube. And go tell people, go tell them to like and subscribe even if they don't want to watch any of the videos.
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your fucking auntie.
I found moms really like saying.
They'll follow me. My sister said that they subscribed.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Get your family members to subscribe. I'm telling you, they'll love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Peace out, homies. Until episode number 35, right? Next week.
Next week.
We'll see you.
See you. Peace.